Before you think about goals for 2026, I want you to ask yourself a very honest question. What actually changed in 2025? Not what you planned, not what you promised yourself, not what you wanted to change. What actually changed? Pause this video for a few seconds and think about it. Welcome back. If that question took you longer than expected to answer, that in itself is an answer. And what I'm about to share right now might be uncomfortable, but it also should bring some relief. 2025 probably started the same way most years do. After eating a little too much of Shakara Pongal, you told yourself, hey, this year I'm going to be different. You were done talking. You wanted actions. So you joined the nearest gym. You negotiated the yearly plan. 1 year plus 3 months free. You come home all excited and told your wife, from tomorrow, I'm going to the gym. Your wife gives you that look. You know what look I'm talking about. Next morning, full Josh. You go, you enter the gym, and immediately you feel out of place. You didn't know what to do. Everyone else seemed like they belonged. Regardless, you finish your workout, you go home, and you tell yourself, this is it. I am going to be a changed man. Does this sound familiar? Then life showed up. Your kid got sick. And as any good parent, you stayed up all night. You skipped one workout, then another. Then one day you wake up in your comfortable bed and you tell yourself, hey, you know what? I'll go and work out maybe tomorrow. 1 week passes. A few months pass. Your weight came back. Your energy dropped. Your mood got worse. And one day, you were like, I am done. I cannot bear this pain of giving up on myself. And I'm going to go back to the gym. You go to the gym. You work hard. You work harder than ever before. And while you were working as hard as you could, boom, you get injured. And that moment, when you're at home, your wife is worried, your child's looking at you with those eyes like, what happened to my dad? And your mom's scolding you, a slight sudden fear starts creeping in. For the first time, you felt this horrible, horrible fear of what will happen to my family if something happens to me. And slowly, everything starts to feel heavier. Your body, your mind, your patience, your relationships. Look, listen carefully. You are not failing because you're lazy. You are not failing because you lack discipline. In fact, the truth is a lot more simpler. Discipline is fragile. It does not survive stress. Life is unpredictable, and stress shows up whether you're ready or not. It just comes knocking on the door like that guest, like your relative who just randomly shows up out of the blue, that exact relative who your wife does not like. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. That's stress, my friends. That's stress. It just shows up randomly. You don't know when, how, nothing, and boom, that bad boy destroys your discipline. When everything depends on willpower, willpower eventually loses. And the only thing that survives stress is structure. See, the thing with structure is that structure already exists in your life. School was structure, your work is structure, your child's schedule is structure. You don't go because you feel like it. You go because it's fixed. Structure has a fixed time, a fixed place, and a fixed commitment. It does not depend on your mood. That's why it works. This is where sport, especially boxing, changes lives. Not because of fitness, Not because of those sexy six-pack abs, but because it gives you structure that fights back. You show up tired, it does not care. You show up stressed, it still demands effort. You show up distracted, it pulls you into the moment. Boxing isn't the goal, it's the container. A place where showing up matters more than how you feel. If you want 2026 to be different, keep it simple. 1. Stop chasing motivation. Instead, lock time. 2. Choose one physical structure for your life. 3. Attach your identity to the process, not to the results. Don't say that I want to be a man with six packs. Instead, say, I am going to be a man who shows up every single day. And that small reframe changes everything. I'm going to share with you a harsh truth. Health isn't something you achieve once, it's something you pay for every week for the rest of your life. If 2026 looks like 2025, it's not because you didn't want it bad enough. It's because you did not build something strong enough to hold you. And I recommend you start there.